Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is KilledIRL and today I'm going to be reacting to VRChat's Most Decisive World from the virtual reality show. Um, yeah, this channel is a part of the reason how I became a VTuber pretty much. So kind of curious what this one's about, especially when the thumbnail for it shows the black cat pretty much world and everything. I don't know, it's kind of, it looks like it's highlighted it for me. But yeah, without any further ado, let's full screen this. Whoops, I forgot the other screen as well. Here we go.
Oh, that place is hell. That is
I
toxic.
go too much screaming 5-year-olds.
Feel like it's extremely overrated.
It's the worst place to hang out ever.
There's like the horny server, a really annoying kid server.
It's a scary place.
You were there half an hour ago, bro. What are you talking about?
Bruh.
Ah, the black cat.
I've met a lot of very fun people.
Black Cat is actually a fun place, to be honest.
I'll say, what's it called? I've been to the Black Cat many of times and everything. A lot of mute VR players kind of hang out there as well. And you'll find that they're some of the most friendliest people that you'll kind of ever get to meet and everything. I know it's a little bit difficult for you to talk to them and everything, and like, because they're mute. So, but some of them do type, like, and have conversations with you instead and everything. But yeah. And yes, the black cat also has a dark side to it as well. I'm sure they're probably gonna like show you in this video.
The most popular yet controversial place in the virtual universe. Love it or hate it, it sits as the most favorited world in VRChat alongside a whopping 50 million visits.
Wow.
If you've ever got as far as to even open up VRChat, you've probably seen it sitting at the top of the active worlds list for multiple years now.
True.
But what makes this world stand out from the others as the #1 place to hang out? And how is it possible that the #1 world is also the #1 most trashed, as the worst place to go in the game, especially as a new player? I'm here to dive into the story behind VRChat's most popular world and what to expect in our virtual future from evaluating it. This is the Black Cat. Before we dive too far in,
Actually, let me also say that this video came out quite some time ago. Let me see. Came out, yeah, full 4 weeks ago.
Nox Labs, the best VR everything marketplace online, is sponsoring this video to promote their Quest 2 starter package bundle, perfect to buy for your holiday Quest 2 needs. This special bundle includes the Bobo VR M2 Pro battery strap, which doubles your battery life and works as a counterweight for your headset. Can confirm it's super comfy too. If you
Those kind of products that when you're selling the headwear and everything for for virtual reality and everything. So I have tried what's it called? One of these that didn't have the counterweight and everything. It was trash. I think I sold it immediately. I can't even remember what it was. But yeah, majority of the time I ended up just sticking with the desktop mode instead and kind of cursing at the fact that I even bought it. But yeah, I see a lot of like pretty much good things about what has been said about the counterbalance of the virtual reality like eyewear and everything. I clearly didn't do my research and like before. So yeah, I highly recommend that if anyone's like getting into this kind of stuff, do your research. Make sure you do your research. You don't want to like cripple yourself in the future.
Play a lot of Beat Saber or Gorilla Tag, or just like not having to constantly grip controllers in general, the AMVR anti-throw strap essentially turns your controllers into knuckles level tightness while still leaving room for you to replace batteries easily. This extra thick silicone face cover is great for keeping your headset sweat-free, which is a nasty problem I think all of us have had before, so it's way more hygienic, doesn't lose shape, and blocks light leakage as well. Lastly, you'll get a lens protector to keep out dust and protect your headset from damages from
Oh
things like
shit,
sun
that's
rays.
actually
And
smart.
then this microfiber cloth, which is the best way to clean off any smudges or general dirtiness without leaving any marks. Because please, dear God, stop using your t-shirt. These are all things I can super duper recommend without guilt that will just generally improve your entire play experience while also making your Quest 2 last longer. So take it from me and go check out their website now using my affiliate link to get all of this for yourself and also support this channel. They are a super awesome team worth checking out for all your VR needs. Anyways, back to the video. So let's travel back in time to June 2019, a major transitioning point for VRChat as the original Quest and Rift S had only just come out a month before. And the Uganda Knuckles meme was finally dying out after blasting VRChat memes into widespread popularity all over the internet. This is when the Black Cat was uploaded to VRChat by a user known as Spooky Ghost Boo. At this point, the most popular worlds were ones such as the Great Pug, Gaia Night, and Lag-Free Box. All of these and more having their own phase of circling the spotlight as the most consistently poppin' places to go make friends and hang out. Some of these worlds just don't even exist anymore, and others just fell off the map, no pun intended, but when this world was uploaded, it was an instant success.
The thing that I think brought people in and kept them in to begin with is the layout of the world. And yeah, it has been kind of popular ever since, like, the second I made it.
Something about Black Cat really resonated with people at that time, and there's key factors that contribute to this. The sleek design is pleasing, the colors feel warm and comfortable, and the key areas are naturally arranged in a way that brings a natural flow to the world. The layout itself feels like a natural parallel to one of the other most successful worlds by pulling inspiration from the essential elements that make it so appealing.
I think when I started playing VRChat, it was a lot more adults. Seeing a VR user was, you know, almost like, I would say maybe, from my experience, maybe 1 in 20, and everybody was always like, bow down, worship, you have VR. At the height of the Great Pug and the height of Black Cat had pretty similar vibes, despite it being Quest or PC.
Honestly, the direct inspiration for this world was the Great Pug. It was like the main popular worlds that were like the inspiration for all my stuff. And a lot of people will compare this to the Great Pug. It's got the same vibe, I guess.
But despite the similar vibes, similar popularity, and similar crowd of people being attracted to both, Black Cat implemented something that the Great Pug didn't. The key factor in making it shoot to the top, which has made it double the number of both visits and favorites of the Great Pug over time, Quest compatibility. The original Quest was priced at only $3.99 compared to the much more expensive Rift and Vive that had launched 3 years prior for $5.99 and $7.99 respectively. This was a big difference in accessibility and relation to consumers' finances, and as well as the technology itself just getting better. All of this matched with the fact that for the very first time, anyone could go to the store and buy a VR headset that worked completely by itself without a computer. And I think you know where I'm going with this one. Yes, a growing influx of VR users meant that VRChat's user count started to continually rise alongside it. And the kicker being that anyone can download VRChat on the Quest for completely free with their limited compatibility for the standalone option. As I'm sure you know, the Quest and Quest 2 run mobile Android hardware and just don't have the power behind them to run the same levels of world and avatar optimization that a PC can. Meaning a Quest player is only able to join specific worlds that compromise for this limitation. And the Black Cat is Quest compatible, the Great Pug is not. Easy difference. But the general spite against Black Cat did not fully manifest itself until we fast forward a year to October 2020 with the release of the Quest 2. The successor to the original Quest headset not only improved the specs themselves, but also dropped the price to a measly $300, just as affordable as a Nintendo Switch.
Oh no!
And with this happening right before the holiday season, well, you can imagine what happened next. Christmas. And
Goddamn, man, I feel like I need to like give me some more of this kind of stuff. The only bad thing is I don't really have the room to move around with it and everything, which is why I hardly ended up using it. That's why I mainly kept to desktop mode and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, just watching this far into the video, like, I kind of want to get back into this shit again. I made some friends and everything that like I have not heard from in such a long time, and they used to make their own worlds. In fact, I was talking about this a couple streams ago and everything, last stream actually, that yeah, I want to get in touch with them and everything because I want to know if they've been utilizing Unreal Engine 5.1. So like, yeah, a shit ton of crazy new like features that are now able to like use and everything. I wonder if that has been implemented into VR worlds just yet. I really hope so, because it's like in some instances it's incredibly lightweight and everything, which is a massive W, especially when thinking of VR worlds. Let's go back a little bit.
For the holiday season, well, you can imagine what happened next. Christmas. And with it, the birth of the Questies. Oh boy, the Questies. Up until this point, VR was something that was only really affordable to those with working jobs, so primarily adults. But now, little Timmy was asking for a VR headset for Christmas so that he could play Beat Saber. But what mommy and daddy didn't realize is that when Timmy downloaded VRChat, a free game that they didn't have to pay for, he was going to be dropped into the deep end of the physical manifestation of the internet itself. And this is when the hate really
Looks so cursed.
VRChat's always been a big mix of different types of people from all different walks of life. You've got bad, you've got good, you've got the gross, you've got the great. But what happens when you dump all of them into a social application they've never played before? Well, likely they're gonna click on the most popular world that's right at the top. When you join a public lobby, it's like rolling the dice. You might end up meeting your best friend you've never even met. Or you might end up meeting someone who yells racial slurs in your face. And this is more prominent here than anywhere
Luckily
else.
enough, I never
if
had
you remember
that
the string of clips I used to
happen to
open
me.
up this video with, and those were totally candid takes I did of completely random strangers, by the way, all I asked was, what do you
Man,
think
I love all of the avatars and everything. Like, that looks so sick. Like, you know when you see their like avatars and stuff, and it's pretty much like as if you are looking at their personality and everything. Like all of them just look really good.
If you remember the string of clips I used to open up this video with, and those were totally candid takes I did of completely random strangers, by the way, all I asked was, what do you think of the black cat? And the most common answers I got were complaints about the kids, the racists, the crasher groups, the trolls, and the hyper-exaggerated chaos of this one particular spot. But the funny part about all of it is, most of them were in the black cat. If a black cat is that bad, then why are you here right now?
I'm here for the crackhead energy.
And I kind of get it. There's something incredibly entertaining about watching the chaos unfold. Yeah, you're probably gonna hear slurs and you're probably gonna see some messed up things, but that's not necessarily all that different from the internet. And VRChat is an extension of the internet with the added factor of presence. Listen, when you're in VR, you're in it. You're immersed in a way that tricks your brain into thinking that the world and people around you are actually there, which is kind of the whole point. People are gonna hide behind anonymity to be annoying, say bad things,
Man,
and
the
you're gonna
nightclubs
be
are
there
so
for
sick.
it. But at the same time, VRChat gives people a way to express themselves in a way they've never been able to before. I know I said the most common answers I got to my question were complaints, but most people followed up by saying, but I met my friends there. And, but I met my friends there is a really beautiful thing. Just like I kinda did in this video, a lot of people really blow their distaste for Black Cat out of proportion. It's not the world itself that has any innate problem. The world is awesome, and Spooky Ghost Boo now sells their VR spaces online full-time, which is a crazy testament to their own abilities. But a lot of people, me included, advise
Wait, what was that?
which is a The world is awesome, and Spooky Ghost Boo now sells their VR spaces online full-time, which is a crazy testament to their own
They
abilities.
sell their
But a lot
VR
of people,
space?
me included, advise
You can
people
sell
to
your
stay away
VR
from the Black
space?
Cat for your first VRChat experience. I still stand by that, and especially now with the new groups
that's pretty
update, there's
trippy.
really great ways to get connected with friends and explore VRChat. But at the same time, I really appreciate what Black Cat is. It's not just a world, it's a mirror of VRChat itself and its culture. So don't be scared, but do be mindful that anything that can happen on the internet can and will happen in a virtual space too. So just think about the way you navigate the internet now and how you found this video. I promise if you take the time to do the same thing in VRChat, you'll also fall in love with stuff you never knew was possible before. Normally everything's not decked out in holiday decoration, but I kind of had to roll with it, so I guess it's the TVRS Christmas special. Thrill and I just had a giant Christmas rave at the TVRS studio, so if you want to attend our future monthly events, then check out the Discord. Like and comment for the algorithm, and subscribe for more content just like this. If you want to support me making more videos, then of course check out my Patreon. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I've been your host, Fia, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Can you tell me, using your piano voice, what do you think about the Black Cat world? Special thanks to this month's Patreon members and virtual VIPs: Clarity, Connor Terrell, Dutchman101, GS Genesis, Izuna Moon, James Bond's Cool.
Okay. We're just gonna stop it there pretty much. Actually, we'll skip back to the start and everything. We'll just like let it rock out. But yeah, the Black Cat is definitely like what she said. It is pretty much the top of everyone's world list and everything. It's super highly recommended. And there's multiple versions of the Black Cat that are being run at the same time. Because you can take, when you look through the world and everything, you can open up a new instance of it on VRChat. So quite a lot of people will also end up doing that and everything. I find that quite a lot of new people do that as well. I myself did that when I first started on VRChat and everything. I'm curious, I didn't know that you could like sell your worlds or anything like that. That like really makes me not want to like just get into it and everything, but like, because I always wanted to make one of my own worlds and everything, but like the fact that you can make money off it as well, I didn't even think that you could. Like, that's pretty cool. Yeah, anyway, you can find this video down in the description. There's also going to be a card on screen somewhere and everything, so be sure to check out the virtual reality show ran by Fia and everything. She also has her own Twitch and everything, pretty much in the links and stuff as well, somewhere. Yeah, like she's pretty much on like virtual reality, like VRChat worlds and everything pretty often. I mean, when you really think about it, like it's often enough to where her whole YouTube channel can basically feed her off of that kind of content and everything. I think it's really cool. You know? But yeah, she does also talk about other topics and everything. It's pretty much a breath of fresh air when you're like talking about this kind of content and all that kind of stuff. She goes on about music kind of shows that happen in VR and everything. A lot of interesting stuff around VR. So yeah, if you're into that sort of thing, be sure to give her a follow and give her a like. Like, yeah, browse the rest of her catalog and everything. And yeah, that's basically gonna be me. Finished. Goodbye. Why is it still? Goddamn.